Your body broken, your spirit numb, weak and waiting for the end to come. Rise from the shadows, make a fist of the pain. Rise from your grief before it grows into your vein. Climb from the prison that you built in your soul. When the night has arisen, then your legend will be whole. Rise from the agony that pierces your mind. Rise from the stigmas of enigmas you've designed. Rise from the chaos of a world turned to ash. The faces of anarchy are waiting for the crash. Rise from the shadows, make a fist of the pain. Rise from your grief before it grows into your vein. Climb from the prison that you built in your soul. When the night has arisen, then your legend will be whole. Shadows on a scorched horizon, like a wall withstand. Arizona roaring, rising from the scalded sand. The cries of a dead world.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Rise and Grind and Heavy Group Therapy. I am talking fast, and I don't care. Try and stop me. Actually, I'll try and stop myself. I probably should be at least understandable. That's probably an important quality for a caster to have. Welcome, everyone. We are here on Garden of Terror. We are here on the little, like, plant infestation map, which is way less interesting than if it had been made by the Japanese. Just saying. Did I make that joke? Is that allowed? I have questions. But we do go in and have, this will be, I should check this. Where are we in terms of div? Yesterday we ended up playing kind of towards the bottom of the div. So obviously we're not there again because these are different teams. And that's the way that standings work. Oh, actually very nice. This is the 5th place and 6th place team. So keep in mind, after last night, really aggro Ghoul Elites did dominate and moved up to within 1 point of Rise and Grind. Rise and Grind really wants some points here. Put some distance between them and Ghoul Elites. Ghoulites. No, my sugar? Okay, actually. 7-Eleven is trying to kill me. So, I ordered a donut. And I guess they did, for whatever reason, they sent me 6 donuts. And I'm like, this is more than I wanted? Like, I was already ruining my diet, and you guys are ruining my diet? It's not okay. We do have Zeratul and Mephisto. There goes the Junkrat, the Juke Rat, if you will. Rise from the ashes, make a fist of your pain. Rise from the da 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 da. I actually don't know the lyrics to that song. Although there was a point where I listened to it like a lot because it had this like this low boiling like angry thing which was very much like early transition where I was just like very frustrated with the person I had been and all the time I'd committed to being someone I didn't want to be. And was building a new self out of the like ashes of my old life. So that was specific lyric of rise from the ashes, make a fist of your pain. I remember that very well. Wait. Okay, Malby, if a tree tries to fall on you, don't stay by the tree. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you this. I think that's pretty obvious. How does a tree try to fall on you multiple times? So we have the new rack coming out. The Brightwing is being brought out by Rise and Grind. So global pressure already coming from the Risers and the Grinders. Reverse global coming back with Dahaka. Will we see the Falstad E? It's this little like Easter thing to put on the cat, but it doesn't really fit him. So that's a problem. We got Shadra coming in here for heavy group therapy. We do have Murden coming out, so both teams have their tank. No offlaner on the side of heavy group therapy, and no no offlaner on the side of Rise and Grind, no healer on the side of heavy group therapy. So I would not be surprised to see. Okay, I was going to say either a DPS. So Orpheum makes sense, although it's interesting. Most teams go for a mage and an auto attacker. Vala is obviously an auto attacker. There's not really a mage Vala build. Like, you can make her a little bit more ability focused, but she never becomes a full-on mage. But Orphea is like an auto attacking mage. I really want to get better at her. There's a Stooky Dookie. I'll always call him that, and I shouldn't. And I always say I shouldn't, and then I do it anyway.
Hell, it's about damn time.
For the alliance above.
Hold on. This is a bad idea, and it's not going to last very long. Nope. I'm sorry, I'm being a really bad caster right now. I'm messing with the cat.
From order.
My blades are yours.
Okay, I'll take them off. Okay, there we go. Now I can focus again. Wait, both dragon? Where's the other dragon? I only see one dragon. I think Giselle is on mushrooms. Okay, but we're back onto the game. So after we finish up, we do go and have Anduin on one side, Brightwing on the other. In terms of tanks, we do have the Anubarak going up against the Mirrodin. Tassar does end up being the mage pick. So let's get into the game. Let me tell you who you think is going to win. I'm sorry for getting distracted. I had the little cat ears here, and I wanted to use them, and I wanted to like. Yeah, the more mellow cat, because I gotta tell you, like, Opera would not put up with that. Not for a second. But Bug will, because Bug spoils me. Alright, coming into game number 1, representing Rise and Grind on the blue side of the battlefield. We do go in and get Brother Nature coming out here on the Tassadar. Life DG coming out here on Brightwing. We do have Eris on the Vala. We will go and have Last Dispatch coming out here on the Sonya. And then AFK Murden back here being played by Azrael Abyss. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Bird playing Gul'dan, the Warlock. We do go in and get Anduin being played by the Wangwin. We have Dahaka, the dinosaur, being played by Uga. Although, you know what, I'm pretty close to a dragon. I'll give you that. Muck Muck is playing Tassadar, or sorry, Tychus, the other StarCraft hero that starts with a T. And then we do go have Ace Arius, playing the Anubarak, that's the name of that hero. Hello, Sarge. Welcome, welcome. We do go down, we are moving into game number 1. We do go ahead and get Dahaka and Sonya up in the top lane. Alright, Eris takes a good bit of damage from the corruption. Looking at our talents at level 1, we are going to go ahead and see the Pursuit of Flame. So trying to hit heroes with that Fell Flame, but here comes Tassadar down here, but immediately here's Mac, trying to be mean, but here, there's Healer as well. And moving into this very quickly, they are going to go ahead and pick up their camp. A little bit faster camp pickup on the side of Heavy Group Therapy that we do see coming out of Rise and Grind, who are right here, getting their own camp. Alright, Brother Nature does come up here. They're going to move into this. Eris should be able to do this with no damage, because the thing about the giants is they telegraph all their attacks and you can just move out of them. So it does seem like Brother Nature unfortunately has a little bit harder time, because his attack is channeled, so he has to actually, it takes him a second to stop attacking after he, moves somewhere. It will end up not mattering over much. Both teams being relatively smart and picking these camps up towards the actual objective, trying to force the opposing offlaner to stay top. But here's the thing, Dahaka is able to burrow, so Dahaka can stay top and then get there much, much faster. Okay, Teal, how is this your first time talking in my chat? I am offended. How dare you, first of all. Alright, so Brightwing is getting Gul'dan a decent number of stacks. Gul'dan up to 6 stacks of this. Could have gotten more if they had, focused it, but there is Eris coming in, being very, very mean to Gul'Daniel. Brother Nature moves back. Okay, nice pull-out from Anduin. Anduin's pull-out game is strong. Goes ahead and gets them out of the fireplace. And we do have the first seed is picked up by the side of Rise and Grind. That is a single hit point. I want to say it was like single-digit hit point, Brother Nature. I think it was 5 or 6, but definitely not a lot of hit points. Oh my god. Alright, Mac back down here, but it does look like the teams are starting to move up north.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Alright, so we do go ahead and have the Dahaka. Dahaka does go in early, but goes in a little bit before the rest of the team. Ends up taking about half their health in free damage before this goes. And Eris slightly misses with the Fellfire. That does mean that this does get picked up. They were trying to stall it. Oh, and here comes a lot of the... They are just being mean to poor Gul'Daniel. Alright, there's the polymorph coming down onto Ace Eris. Will not get the bug, but that is 2 Gul'dan kills. The Fell Mage is getting felled. I consider that very witty. I'm very proud of that one. Here comes the last dispatch. They go ahead and knock down the walls. Uga gets back behind the, does miss with the tongue, and they are getting back, but they have a hard time really moving out because you've got the Brother Nature, cascading damage over here. Does have static charge, which, you know, is slowly getting up. Oh, but here comes a lot of people. Stun comes down, and that's a lot of damage onto the Sonya. I am not sure last dispatch can get out of here, but the Brightwing comes down. Brightwing going to make this much, much, much easier to survive, and that is going to go ahead and be Uga and Eris moving out. Alright, Mac back down here, keeping this from happening, and the rest of the team is not quite here yet. They are moving in, lots of damage onto the Murden. Tongue comes down, the Dwarf is in danger, there's no teleport from Brightwing, and there goes Murden. The big fuzzy man is going to be a big fuzzy corpse. The last dispatch goes ahead and gets stunned, we'll get back behind the wall, no issue there. Fourth seed coming up. This is still seed point for Rise and Grind, but we do have level 10s for them as well, so they will have an advantage. I do not think there is any possible way the level 10 could be obtained for Heavy Group Therapy before the seed starts. So we're going to go ahead and see Black Hole from the Tassadar, Avatar, Blink Heal, Leap, and Rain of Vengeance. No super surprises there. About what I would expect.
It is time. Do what must be done.
Interesting that they actually started this camp. Okay, camp has reset. So this is really smart. So Rise and Grind is actually waiting. They've got pressure in both lanes, you know, with camps moving in. So they're like, you guys have to go deal with this at some point. We can just stand here and be patient. But there's the go in. We have Eris trying to go in there. The Murden jumps in. Murden gets immediately cocooned. And there's a bunch of damage coming down to the Tychus. Tychus goes down. We have last Mistress doing a spin. But there is the stun. We do have the stun coming down and the blowout from Anduin. That is going to be a safe beetle. But what about Uga? Can Uga get it out of here? The answer appears to be no for right now. And there comes the plant terrors going into every single lane. Now keep in mind, these plant terrors only lose health automatically when they auto attack. It is not timed like it is on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Now there are 4 giants here in the middle, so this is I mean, the plant is going down very quick, but so is the fort, and the fort is the first one to go down, I believe. Actually, top may also be gone. Today is going through. They go ahead and get to, and there is the hat trick of forts. Uka getting harassed by last dispatch real quick. Going to try and move back. This is not a fight. Dahaka can do well against Sonya, but usually it requires a little bit, you know, it's hard for Dahaka to actually get the kill there. Alright, Eros goes down, but so too does both DPS on the side. But yeah, just all the DPS. This is a battle of dead assassins. Guys, you don't need to have any damage. Like, Sonya's the closest to damage anyone has, because Sonya does do quite a bit. Uga trying to get back. Did consume some S's trying to get back into that. Oh, Era's down to 28 hit points, but Will gets healed up by the Anduin. The Wanguin. I think it's just the Wanguin, but Wanguin sounds more like Anduin. Now they did see that both of the DPS of the opponents came down here, so that does give them a little bit of leeway to pick this up without being aggressed upon. And it does look like Rise and Grind will get out of there with no problem.
You had best be ready to gather another seed, heroes.
So we do have the seed coming up very quickly. Going to go ahead and be trying to get this taken up and taken out. A lot of lane pressure. I do have to say that Rise of Light is very, very good about that, where they will set lane pressure up right before the seed comes online. So it's very, very difficult for their opponents to actually commit forces to the seed. And it does look like this will be just straight up,
That seed is
gifted to our blue team.
Suggest you do it now.
Alright, even talent here, but we are almost to level 16 from Rise and Grind. So that's something you should definitely look for moving into the next bit of the game. Both teams forming up. We are almost at level 16 for Rise and Grind. At level 16, it will become very, very difficult for Heavy Group Therapy to really take a fight, because they will be down that 16 talent spike. By the way, I never actually talked about their ults, did I? Would you go ahead and have the Light Bomb for the Anduin, Isolation, Horrify, Commandeer Odin, and Cocoon?
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does.
This Brightwing might be in a bit of trouble, although is hiding. I don't think they realize. They could kill the Brightwing if they knew, but they do go ahead and get safely out of there. I like how that's a kind of a double juke going on.
Yet another seed. I trust you know what to do, heroes.
Okay, so once again, this is dangerous, because here's the thing, this will be another curse for the side of Rise and Grind if they pick this up, but their opponents have to fight down 16s if they try and engage it into this. So that's a rock and a hard place. They might be able to hold back the terrors, but if they run in and die, they lose the game.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed?
They're trying to flank around, they're trying to come in from an unexpected angle. Lots of damage, they do get off a little dispatch. SJ is a little bit isolated. Their life did go and try and channel that. Big polymorph comes down, Dahaka is down. Oh, but there's the nice triple stun. That bomb comes through, gets a lot of people who do go and have a half health. GG did get Cocoon, but is out right now. Their Brother Nature down to about 75% health. The Odin is on the battlefield. Last dispatch taking a bunch of damage as they're trying to go ahead and get on that. The Black Hole comes through, does not actually catch anyone. And bunch of damage into Brightwing. This will be the first death as Brightwing goes down. And so, as their little Abyss going ahead and getting hit upon, would you go ahead and have the Dahaka just surrounding? And that's going to be the second kill. As we do have Heavy Group Therapy, manages to turn that fight, gets their 16s, and are able to stabilize this game. They're not winning, but they've stopped the bleeding.
Hero slain.
So paint that map red. Well, orange. Bird, school down. Bird, school down. I like this. I was like, on the one hand, I agree with taking away the easy stuff for your opponents, but on the other hand, like, your opponents aren't up yet. Take down their structures. Get some lasting damage. Now it does look like Tesla is back now, so they can move into them. They are still up a level, but not a talent tier. Each level gives heroes 4% extra health and 4% ability damage. Oh, will it go down? It is... No! At 189 health, they get distracted and they turn.
Hero slain.
Ah, hell! So I might have been prioritizing the wrong thing, as we do go ahead and have the second objective coming up on the side of Rise and Grind. They go ahead and pick this up. We do have the Odin is out. Polymorph comes down. And that may be the end of the game right now. They have lost their healer and one of their DPS. It's going to be a difficult hold right now. Definitely losing probably 2 keeps, if not the core. Alright, your keep has been taken. Oh, the irony. There is the engage. We are up 4 defenders at this point. Uga down to about half health. Big polymorph comes down, and that's going to be the end of the Anubarak. Bird running back to the sole remaining fort in order for protection, but that core is going down. We're down to 40%, we're down to 30%, we're down to 20%, and I do not know if they can pull us back. They tried. There is the leap. Stuns the Gul'dan, and game number 1 goes the way of Rise and also Grind. So, with that being said, we do go ahead and have looking at the end of game number 1. We are going to see, in terms of hero damage, Tassadar does lead the way, 48,000 hero damage over the course of about a 16-minute game. We have 31,000 from Sonya and Valhalla. Healing-wise, we actually have 51,000. Here's the... Okay. Life DG. Fantastic play. Really extraordinary. Because here's the thing. The top 3 damage dealers were on the blue team, and yet somehow the blue healer, despite having less to heal from, out-healed the red healer. I was gonna say, I tried to make sure you would know, Vanador, and I'm glad that you haven't lost your streak just yet. I know eventually it'll happen because of your job, but you know what? We'll starve it off for as long as we can. We do go ahead and have Uga leading the way in the soak, 14,000 versus 13,000. Talent-wise, we do go ahead and have them all picked up. Well, not all the 20s even picked up. We barely got 20 before the end of the game. But here they are. Copy them down, take them into Storm League, get all of the epic victory, and I will see you in game number 2.
Castle super strong, and I feel good 'cause I've been mining all day long. All right. Woo. Yeah. Now it's hard to think of offices and motorways and bills when I'm tunneling through oceans, beaches, and cascading hills. These creepers make me run away, these spiders give me chills, but I feel good 'cause I've been mining all day long. Hey, 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 I've been mining all day long. I could barely drag myself away to sing this song. Hey, 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 my castle's super strong, and I feel good 'cause I've been mining all day long. That's right. Now I hope that they got Minecraft up in heaven when I die. I'll be logging into God's great super server in the sky. His frame rate's in the hundreds and his settings are all high. We got arrows, food, and diamonds in an infinite supply. Hey, 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 I've been mining all day long. I could barely drag myself away to sing this song. Hey, 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 my castle's super strong, and I feel good 'cause I've been mining all day long. good 'cause I've been mining all day long. Yeah, I feel great 'cause I've been mining all day long. Moo. Good friends will part, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Don't waste your life banging on doors that have been closed. Sometimes the ones you trust the most will let you down. Life doesn't hold back when it's kicking you around. You've lived a little, loved a little, tasted bitter heartache. You got to just forget the ones who hurt you for your own sake. If they can't see it your way, walk through that open doorway before your sadness turns to hate. Evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. Don't let it get you down. The world is such a scary place when you're alone. You're on an empty stage, you got no microphone. But don't you hide behind the curtains in the wings. Step out into the lights and let them hear you sing. You've laughed a little, cried a little, now you know the dangers. You've seen so many faces, once familiar, turn to strangers. If they can't see it your way, walk through that open doorway before your sadness turns to hate. Evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. Don't let it get you down. Sometimes you just gotta make your own way. It's alright.
Welcome to Alterac Pass. Excuse me. Right as I started, I realized I had to cough, and I was like, well, I don't want to cough in your ear. I refuse. I have better things to do than cough in your ear. However, looking at where we're going to end up being, we have first pick going inside of heavy group therapy. After losing the first match, they decided they wanted first pick, and so map pick remained with the Rising Grind. What are you afraid of? What did you not like that last game? To be honest, thinking back on it, I don't really have a, like, this hero was the problem. So they do stick with, they agree, they're like, we don't need to adjust our bans. It wasn't one hero, it was just in general, we got outplayed, and we need to not get outplayed. Is there a tool? So same ban so far. I feel like the next ban was Junkrat, and then last was Johanna. However, I do think it was the other way around. I think the Junkrat was on Rising Grind, so we might not see the Johanna ban. At least not from heavy group therapy, because they do get first pick, so they could take it. And yeah, they do have, here, there's the adjustment. Instead of Johanna, they do go and rid of the Tassadar. They said the black holes were the problem. Hey, it's me. I'm the black hole, it's me. Ah.
The crusade calls.
So indeed, we do have the Junkrat being banned out on the side of Rise and Grind, and we do have the Johanna picked up because they have the option of picking it up.
My blades are yours.
All right, sorry. I got distracted by a video that I didn't realize had audio, and then I've lost you guys. I get distracted super wrong. Dahaka is a dinosaur.
For the alliance above all.
So, I mean, it depends on you. If you want to call him a dragon, you can. Like, because what's the difference between dinosaurs and dragons? Not a whole lot. I tend to think of him not as a dragon because he's never been described as a dragon. Although I will say Volo from Baldur's Gate 3 would definitely call him a dragon. But there is Brightwing, and it's the actual dragon. Last Dispatch is Dahaka the dinosaur. The Dino Haka. Ow. So do you have Chromie being banned out? Yeah, absolutely, Teal. I definitely want Game 3. Game 3 as much as possible. I had to go over and check real quick that I was on a 30-second delay. I am. Go me. Yes. Hey, Game 3. He is Zerg Shadra. But, like, just being Zerg doesn't mean he can't be a dragon, in theory. But you're right, all the other dragons are from Azeroth. Only dragon in the game. There are 4 dragons, canonically. There's Chromie, who is a polymorphed dragon. A dragon polymorphed into a gnome, but is still canonically, canonically a dragon. Brightwing is a fairy dragon. There's Deathwing, which is the big honkin' dragon. There's Alexstrasza, who is the Healy dragon. So there's Zagara and Jaina. Zagara, the Baneling dragon, and Jaina, the frost dragon. I'm just gonna start trolling Giselle and call everyone a dragon now. I will not do that. I'm a nice person. I will say though, in terms of Dahaka's portrait, like with the big maw and the like horns coming down, like that is a very draconic portrait. Like, frankly, Dahaka looks more like a dragon than Brightwing does, at least in terms of portrait. And there's the Kel'Thuzad. The Lich. The Lich? You can play Deathwing, absolutely. He doesn't get played very much, but there are definitely games where he shows up. Oh no, I would definitely be the Breaker of Chains, not the Brother of Dragons. Get my title right. But here we go. I will get the gambit up, put your money where your mouth is, and I will see you in game number 2. Wrong screen. Alright, coming into game number 2, we do go ahead and have Brother Nature as Kel'Thuzad the Lich. Life DG is Brightwing the Fairy Dragon. We do go ahead and get Last Dispatch playing the Dinosaur, Dahaka. We do go ahead and have Eris once again on Vala, the Demon Hunter. And then we do go ahead and get Candy Cane Muradin being played by Azrael Abyss. They are your blue team. They are the revolutionaries of Respite. They are Rise and Grind. Meanwhile, the orange team coming in from the right side of the battlefield, we do have Ace Eros coming out and playing the Johanna. We do have Jaina being played by Bird. We will have the Wangwin coming out here on the Anduin. We do have, up in the top lane, Sonya being played by Ooga Booga. And in the bottom lane, we do have Zagara pooping out some Banelings. Zag, 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 kazagoom. They are the orange team. They are the generals of genocide. They are heavy group therapy. You can also use T. I can say the theocracy of tyranny. I don't know what I do for H though. The hospitaliers of hatred. Is it hotelier? That might be hotelier. I don't know. I'm not French. We do go and have Bird and Ace Eros going into picking this up. And on the other side, we do go in and get the Lich and the Crossbow Girl. Okay, sorry, I was trying to figure out what that Vanderbilt was talking about, and I don't get it. I don't know where the IM goes. Alright, we do have some damage coming out on Johanna. It is Johanna though, so can't go ahead and press D and become unstoppable. We'll go ahead and get them out of there, but a lot of pressure. We've got the sidewall gone down already. We've got quite a bit of damage coming into this. They're going in and getting this, and there goes the tower. A little bit, a smidge of experience advantage coming out from Rise and Grind so far. We do go ahead and have the Zagara down below. Zagara having a little bit more trouble into the Vala, not able to move out. And meanwhile, up top, we do have Dahaka actually got the Sonya. I wish I could go back and find out exactly how that happened. But this is not a replay. I can't rewind.
All right, lads and lassies, keep our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the horns.
So there comes the prison camps are up. There are warriors in bondage in 2 locations. We need to get rid of them. Here comes Brother Nature out there. Good guy Kel'Thuzad wants to go in and make sure to free out the Alliance soldiers. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. I definitely did not remember his name. I wish I was the mother of the moon boy from Persona 3, because wouldn't that make me Nyx? Nyx is so hot, especially in Hades. I'm not basic, you're basic. Alright, I like that they went directly for the experience. They wanted to make sure to pick that up. They weren't interested in doing damage to Sonya. Quite a bit of damage going down. Downage. You know, long out of Charles Gold Steel. I don't remember her name. I don't know which one you consider, because you're either thinking of Emma or you're thinking of the white-haired girl that I drew the picture of. I like the white-haired girl better. Alright, we do right now have heavy group therapy trying to pick up his camp. Gonna go ahead and move through. Yeah, I also never got super into Tekken. The big problem with Tekken was that Tekken really felt like Soul Calibur, but without clothing damage. So it's just like strictly worse Soul Calibur because, I'm like that. No. I definitely... That was a meme from another life? Come on. You can't expect me to remember that. You have to be at least somewhat reasonable here. Okay, so we do have murder moving forward. I should probably focus on the game instead of talking about things that most people in chat have no idea what I'm talking about. Would you go ahead and have this being taken down? There goes the Kel'Thuzad ult. Try to go ahead and get this cleaned up. They did get about half of a channel, but still, no prisoners have been freed from their cages just yet. Speaking of the breaker of chains, very appropriate map for that. Daka is down here. Daka might be in a smidge of trouble though. Let's go ahead and burrow underneath. There is... Okay, I'm not going to be able to pick that up. Bird will go ahead and moving away. Back. But here's the thing, they can't really leave Zagara alone. I like how both the teams are really just like feeling each other out, waiting for an opportunity, but not trying to force one. Alright, oh, we have a lot of damage going through. That is going to be a dead Dahaka. No, it's dead Sonya. I forgot which hero is which, but regardless, definitely a dead hero. That is going to give an advantage for Rise and Grind, which is unfortunate because I was aiming for a game number 3, but they are going to move this in. I think they're going to get the first wave. We're going to have the Alliance Ram Riders coming in and trying to, like, smash down these forts. They should not get them. Unlike in Garden of Terror, it's very, very unusual to get the hat trick on your first objective. Now this was decent damage that happened in the mid lane, but it will be cleaned up before very, very long. We do have them moving to all 3 lanes. There is a Dahaka up here. Dahaka does go ahead and go down. Nice stun, keeping them inside the blizzard. Oh, I say that actually that stun is going to be down for a minute, and definitely was not kill pressure on the Heckin' Dahaka. Heckin' Dahaka. Okay, so we go ahead and get moving. I'm having a stroke, help. We do have them moving in here. Here is Abyss moving in there. Blind does come down from the Johanna in order to keep them from doing any more damage. They absolutely have to. A lot of defenders. Okay, here comes Brother Nature as well. But just be careful. It's just taking like cannon fire to the face. Down to half health out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. So that is going to be the mid lane going down. Leap in happens, not able to get out of there. And that's going to be kill onto the Jaina. That is our 3rd kill on the side of Rise and Grind. But they only get 1 fort out of 3. Definitely not the hat trick. Looking at our ults, as we have well past level 10 at this point, we do go ahead and get the Rain of Vengeance, Shadow Fissure, Avatar, Blink Heal, and Isolation. Meanwhile, on the other side, we do have the Leap, which you've seen use, the Blessed Shield, Light Bomb, Summon Wally Elemental, and Devouring Maw. That sounded like another fort just went down in the bottom lane. That's because it did. Yes, really through. We do got quite a bit of damage coming into the Dahaka. Dahaka going very, very, very low. Will be saved by the Brightwing. There's the Shadow Fissure. Shadow Fissure does miss, but it'll be back before too long. Killzon's ult only has 15-second cooldown, and if it hits a hero, it has a 0-second cooldown. Yeah, life got a little bit far away. There is a Essential also taking a bit of damage. So this will be a retreat coming out of Rise and Grind. They cannot actually stay in this fight.
Time for some action! Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the horde!
Alright, the camps are up. We are ready to be doing an assault, an attack, a roar. We have once again Rise Away moving in. Now it is 16 versus 16. Zagara is coming in, a little bit behind everyone else. But the rest of the team is nearby, and Dahaka is not here yet, though obviously Dahaka can burrow. Lots of nice damage. Okay, there's the leap. Leap comes in. Although murder may not be the kill pressure you want. There's the teleport in from Brightwing. Brightwing comes in, but Brightwing has no health. Nice job from Zagara actually getting Brightwing down. So when Brightwing teleported in, they were just immediately able to be cleaned up. A lot of damage, and that is going to be Dahaka going down as well. That is 2 kills for heavy group therapy. They managed to go ahead and get this taken care of. Root comes down, and Brother Nature. Going to be a Brother Nature in death. That's a question for you all. If you could design your own epitaph for your gaming career, what would it be? I don't get super morbid as for your actual one, because that's weird. Mine would be, at least she had fun. There are lots of damage onto the Jojo. Jojo takes a ton. but they're down here trying to get this taken care of. We do need a little bit of healing from the Anduin. Or the Wangolin. They're coming down here, but not in time. This is going to be a devastating push along bottom lane. They do have a boss pushing as well as the Orcish Wolf Riders coming out. And can we just all agree, can we just all be on the same page here when I actually say that wolves are way cooler than rams? Alright, there is that coming down. A nice light bomb engaged, but yeah, this is turning over very quickly, and almost none of them have any hit points. But there is the Wolf Rider going through. There's the boss, and even though they managed to kill off the Sonya, we do go and have the top and the bottom going down, and a lot of pressure onto this bottom wall. Alright, yep, I was going to say Zagara should go over there and just bailing this. Because Zagara can put so many Zergs on the ground. Looking like a fool with your Zergs on the ground. It does look like Heavy Group Therapy is moving up, trying to go ahead and get the second boss. They need to be careful though. Kel'Thuzad is the only person down. And even though Kel'Thuzad cannot teleport, he can use his ult to anywhere on the map. I was going to say, I have a feeling as soon as he spawns, he's going to use it just to see if they're up there. And I was right. We've lost dispatch. Checking things out. Nope, not going for boss. I thought they might be.
Four of our soldiers have been taken prisoner. Let's take them back.
Now here's the thing. Keep in mind that there's catapult pressure in the top lane. The other two lanes are relatively even with both forts down, but that does mean because... Well, it should be about even actually. I was going to say because this one's pushed more, it should have advantage, but that's not really how things are shaping out.
Free our soldiers and show the Horde what the Stormpipe Guard can do.
I do like them pushing this. They're like, okay, let's get a little bit of positive pressure on the lane where we have the advantage. Both teams are level 20 at this point. We are going to go ahead and see Bonfire Quiver. The damned return. I thought it said that damned return. Rewind, Fairy Projector, and Contagion. On the other side, Ignore Pain, Radiating Faith, Censure, Winter Mute, and Pack Instinct. So here you have this moving in, trying to go in and get this taken care of. Neither team actually wants to move forward too much. They're both very, very aware that their opponents are able to like collapse upon them. If they lose this and they lose the objective, they may lose the game. Because death numbers are pretty high right now. Alright, Avatar is popped. No, did not have Leap available, I'm assuming. Sonya? Oh, that Anduin's pissed right now. Pulled Sonya down, but just turned around and went straight back in. We do go and have the ball being taken out by the Jaina. Will Jaina get out? Jaina being hunted down by Brightwing. Brightwing does actually take out the Jaina. That is 2 versus 2. It is a bloodbath right now. Here comes Eris trying to go ahead and get a lot of these taken out. Will not be able to hold any of them in place. And it is 3v3 after a lot of damage is exchanged. However. Actually, both, yeah, we have the offlaner, so Zagara is the big DPS dealer on the side of Heavy Group Therapy, whereas there's not really a damage dealer on the side of Rise and Grind. The closest you have is Dehaka. However, Zagara is not nearby, and they are moving in. They're trying to go in and fight. They still don't really have a damage dealer, so I'm not sure how effective this will be. But Anduin does not have health either. Okay, so more effective than I thought it would be. Here comes Uga coming in, though. Uga looking for that spear, not going to get it just yet. Are they going for bottom boss? They're making some sort of play. Ow! Ow! They are going for bottom boss. They are trading a boss that is not going to threaten to end, but will threaten to take out bottom keep. Their opponents are going for top boss though. They've sensed this out. They say we will take this trade. We will both get a boss, but we will also get the objective. And our push power will be greater than yours.
Yes! Time to show them what the Storm Pikes can do!
Alright, here come the Ram Riders. Vala is down here, trying to present this boss. Should be able to stop it. I do not think this boss actually will take the keep. Not with this many defenders right here. Oh, this will be closer than I thought it would be. Not gonna lie, I really did not think that would... Like, this keep got down to... That's about, what, 3,000? 3,600, yeah. Alright, there is that going in there. Lots of damage on Kel'Thuzad. Stuff that does go down. We also do have Vala stuck inside the Nidus. We do have the Avatar on Murden. Try to go in and get on top of this Vala. Vala does use the stun. We're trying to get out of there. Trying not to go down right now. But they are spending a lot of time trying to get this done. That means they're not defending bottom lane. So there's the disengage. Bottom lane is trying to go in. And there goes the bottom keep. The boss is exposed and vulnerable to taking damage. And there will be steady, your quotes, catapult pressure coming through the bottom of the map. Go ahead and turn this so you can hear me a bit better. I was talking directly into the end of it, and that is not where you're supposed to be. That's not where you're supposed to speak. You're supposed to talk more like this. Alright, Kel'Thuzad is coming back in about 6 seconds. Obviously can use his ult anywhere on the map. Oh, that's a weird play. Lots of damage coming in. We do go to have the polymorph coming down. Sonya goes in and goes down, but nothing doing. Oh, that poor ragdoll. That is not bueno. So yeah, they're looking to go in and take a second fort down. They will take their opponent's stuff in order to give themselves a bit more pushing power. Ow! Can you please, you have claws? That does lower the boss's armor down to 20%. You can see that if I click on him, 20 spell armor, 20 normal armor. Alright, they're looking at another wave of Ram Riders. Try and get this ticket picked up. I'm really, really hoping they don't get it because I want a game number 3. Here's the big engage go. Dahaka goes in, burrows, gets away from a lot of that. There comes the Kel'Thuzad. We do have the Nidus comes up, catches a Vala, and there's the immediate leap in, and Vala gets splattergored. So that is great. There's one Brother Nature in the back line. Brightwing goes back to try and save it. It's going to move in and try and save Dahaka. Lots of damage on the Uga. Uga is very, very low. Just going to use Ignore Pain in order to take not as much damage. And that is going to be both tanks going down. So it's 3 versus 4 at this point. Oh, Uga, don't step on that. Don't you step on that thing. This is a lot. They need to come back and defend this very, very quickly. So they're going for this. Like it's 4 versus 3, and they can see Kel'Thuzad, and Kel'Thuzad can't really come that quickly. So there comes Uka. Uka coming in. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They kind of like blew their shot. They could have channeled that pretty quickly, but they just could not quite coordinate. I actually didn't think they would get that channeled, but they do get it started at least. So we do have a 40 seconds, but their opponents are all back. Murden is on the way, as is Johanna. Murden will get here first, though. Alright, there is the stun for the Light Bomb. Light Bomb Leap actually does not get the immediate kill it needs to, but oh, there goes Dahaka. So never mind, Dahaka goes in, tries to go in and pick that up, but that's going to be a dead Johanna again. 1 for 1 so far. Uga's super, super low, so it's 2 for 2 at this point. But as Johanna, or as Vala goes down, that does give advantage to Heavy Group Therapy. They will go back there and start channeling this again. The Wing Wind goes in and starts it down. And here comes the Wolf Riders coming out. Although, oh my god! Guys?
The horse taken our camp. Get ready to stop their raiders.
I just glanced up and saw that the core was at 5,000. Now we'll heal up as long as it's finished, and definitely the Wolf Riders will go ahead and push the lanes out. But oh my god! That's what you call a heckin' problem? They are trying to push in here, trying to go ahead and get this counterbalance, because they definitely do not want a repeat of what almost just happened. Alright, there it goes. So their core is also exposed. Moving up, trying to move into this middle keep. Not going to pick it up for free at least. Top is moving in, but it does look like the forces of Heavy Group Therapy will not be trying to engage in after them. So this is an interesting call right here, because with 2 keeps up, a boss does not end on its own, which means you have to support it, which means they should not go for double boss play. We'll see if they do or not. They do, so this is kind of a feint. What could happen is Rising Grind could just go straight to top boss, suspecting that's where they're going, because this boss will not end by itself. But it is actually accompanied with a double wave, so you know what? That may be not as safe as I thought it was. And just for a note, if there are 2 keeps down, the boss absolutely ends by itself. But you don't have to defend it with just 1 keep up. Assuming it's not going through a second keep. Our Inhibitor Therapy is playing this great, because now that this is down, their opponents have to deal with this top boss coming down, which means they're not defending against this. Alright, they are trying to move in. They did lose top keep as well, so now there's positive counterpole pressure on the side of Head Group Therapy in the top lane, and positive in the mid lane, coming from Rise and Grind. Once again, there's the leap. Leap comes in. Lots of damage onto Bradley. Bradley is the kill target. Does blink out into relative safety. Lots of damage coming down, and we do have Dahaka going down. Oh, the Sonya going down. This might be the end. They do get the objective, though. So I do think that the, oh, this is dangerous, because, like, they're coming in and they're trying to, like, push through the middle, but I don't know that that's a great idea. Like, yeah, they can threaten to end here, but the top and the bottom lane do not have the forts to go through. They will go directly to boss. This is one heck of a base race, and I'm not sure that this is the play. We'll have to find out in a second. They are down. They are definitely doing damage. The objective is not too core just yet. Down to 50%, they are doing it for the time being. Nope, they do get it done. Oh, that was scary. I was not sure, but you know what? They lost 3 people, but they won the match and the series. Let's see if I can get an interview right quick. Alright, while I wait to see if anyone joins me, we do go ahead and have, in terms of stats at the end of game number 1, we are going to go ahead and see 83,000 damage coming out of Zagara, 77,000 coming out of Eris, and then 73 out of that Jaina. We will go ahead and, in terms of healing, see the majority of the healing being done by Life GG, 126,000 healing over a 31-minute game, and then 95,000 coming out of the Wangwen. Looking at the experience, we have Last Dispatch leading the Soak race. We do have 30,000 in Soak with 27,000 coming out of Mac Mac. Otherwise, we got them. Dun, dun. Oh, that always happens. If I switch over to the other screen to type, then it loses signal, because I only use one mouse and a keyboard. So I just have to tell my computer which one I'm connected to. Totally normal Sunday. No problem, Eris. Like, it is not an issue. You're not required to have a interview. But look at the talents at the end of game number 2. Oh, it looks like Eris themselves are coming in. Hello, hello.
Hey, Raka.
Sorry you got voluntold to do this since your whole team ditched you.
Yeah, I was the last one, so.
But
okay.
Congratulations. Oh my goodness, the end of game number 2. I have to start there. It was nerve-wracking for me that you went for the base trade whenever the 2 lanes you weren't in were the lanes where the objective was pushing unopposed. Like,
yeah, that was all in for sure. We basically just made the call to go all in on there.
How much dissent wasn't there? Because I know if it was my team, there'd be at least 3 people saying it's a bad idea, no matter which one we picked. There's one person who will always just say everything's a bad idea.
For us, not really, just because I think we've been playing together for so long. Brother Nature just said, "Let's go," and we all went. Kind of worked out. I mean, it did.
It definitely worked out, but it was just, especially because three of you died before the core did, and I was just waiting for you guys to have to retreat, and then you just be gone because.
Oh yeah, no, it was very sketchy, but calculated risk, you know.
So going back to game number one. Game number one was on. I cast the map. I should Garden of Terror.
Yep.
Go memory. I forget, was that your map pick or was it theirs?
That was their map pick.
So
we'd taken first, yeah.
Garden of Terror is definitely not a map I see a whole lot. Whenever you saw it, because you guys really seem very practiced on it, is it a map that you guys are relatively comfortable on, or are you just comfortable on all maps?
I think it's just one that we're relatively comfortable on. We don't generally pick and or play on it that much, but it kind of feels similar to a lot of the other maps we do like to play, so it kind of works for us.
Yeah, I will say you guys did a fantastic job of actually getting the the camp to push opposite the objective, which is something everyone knows to do on that map, but you guys just were really, really on point about getting it done.
Oh yeah, Brightwing with Bribe helps a lot with that.
I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely right. So, with that said, the big question that I have to ask is that, so, I did notice that both games, they seemed particularly afraid of your Mephisto. Is that warranted, or did that kind of come out of nowhere? Because I don't see Mephisto bans that often.
Oh no, yeah, our Brother Nature is very good on Mephisto, so it's expected that by us that it's either going to be banned or picked against us.
So in game number 2, I did see the discount Mephisto in Kel'Thuzad come out.
Discount, I like that. That's good. Yeah, he's also big shocker. Mephisto Jr. is also one of his most played champions.
So I definitely did see a lot of that. Now I do have to say, were you guys nervous at all whenever the Zagara came out? Because Zagara kind of just makes you approach a map differently than you're sort of expecting to. Because it's almost like a murky that is even harder to kill.
Yeah, it definitely does change the way you kind of have to play against it. It's very annoying. The Hydra, especially, I think they went Hydra build, is very annoying to play against. Personally, I try and find the open angles to get in, but like on that map, there's a lot of really narrow lanes, so it's hard to get to the Zagara.
Yeah, it definitely means that someone has to go babies. Now, thankfully, you did have Tahaka, and were able to, counter that to a certain extent. You actually ended up with 2 globals in game number 2, whereas you had traded them in game number 1.
With Alterac we like to try and pick globals if we can, especially the Dahaka Brightwing. It's really nice combo.
So I guess the follow-up question to that is, why do you hate Falstad?
Why do I hate Fall? I don't think we necessarily hate Falstad. Both Brother Nature and I play a little bit of Fall. I kind of just felt like playing Vol tonight.
Well, definitely showed off on them quite a bit. Last question I ask, because I always ask a variation of this. Why did you guys name your team Rise and Grind?
So long story short, we were on a road trip, and Grinds, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, I forget the satchels with tobacco in it. It's a long story, but basically on a road trip, we were all trying Grinds, and the next day we were like, oh, let's name our team Rise and Grinds.
So actually, you guys all know each other in real life?
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing. I ran into most of my team at BlizzCon this last year, so it was very nice to actually spend time with them.
Oh, nice. How was BlizzCon?
Not great. It definitely felt like Microsoft was like, okay, we just bought you, don't go crazy. We have to go over your financials.
Interesting.
So it definitely felt like it was, oh, hey, here's BlizzCon 2021 that got canceled for COVID. We just have all this stuff in a warehouse.
It was we as a team, we have gone to BlizzCon before, and it's in the past been very fun, but from what you're describing now, it kind of sounds like not the most enjoyable time, or at least not like how it used to be.
Yeah, I never went in the old days, so I was still had a blast. I'll probably go back. Plus, I'm curious what happens whenever Microsoft actually, like, fully, is on board with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll have to see.
Nice.
Clearly got to see Hots to the main stage, because that will totally happen. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you laughing?
You know what? I'm all in on that dream, too. You know what? I'm excited to see Fan and everyone else on the main stage again. Grubby's going to be back casting it. It'll be great.
It'll be fantastic. So, with that said, let me go ahead and turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for casting. It's always fun having a caster and being able to watch the stream again. Thanks to our opponents. It was great games, both of them. And then I guess finally, shout out to I'm just going to say Carly Rae, who's a queen.
I will warn you, for when you watch out the cast, there's a guy in chat named Vanador that completely distracted me in the middle of game number 1, and then all of a sudden I realized, I'm like, why am I talking about Trails of Cold Steel? I'm supposed to be talking about this game? So, apologies in advance.
Trails of Cold Steel is also a fun game.
It absolutely is. They started talking about it, and I'm like, what that? So, but with that, congratulations, well done on the domination. If I remember correctly, after last night, really, Aggro Ghoul Elites was 1 point behind you, so good job putting some distance between you and 7th place.
Thank you. Do you happen to know what the playoff breakdown is now? Is it still top? No, it can't be top 8 anymore, right?
As far as I know, and I'm not the div mod for Div D, but I'm pretty sure it actually is top 8 for you guys.
Oh, okay.
What should happen is that the double round robin divisions are top 4, and the non-double round robin divisions are top 8, and you guys didn't become round robin. So
okay.
But it is kind of funny because Red Dragons withdrew, so it's just like everyone makes playoffs.
Yeah. That's nice for everyone. We'll see everyone again then in the playoffs.
Yep. So hope to see you there.
Yes, definitely.
But with that said, I will see you in the next one. Good luck in the future and have fun.
Thanks, Raka. Have a good night.
You too. And with that, let's see where we can go and hang out. It does not look like anyone is currently casting any Heroes of the Storm matches. So the next question is, who is streaming? Possibly should have been looking at this already. But you know what, I wasn't, so fight me. Oh, actually, Peldor is streaming. I don't know why it doesn't have a thing for him, but we'll go over and say hi to Peldor. Signal went out again, don't panic.